starting.
Ooh, that's a nice screen. I've never seen that before.
Well, welcome everybody. This is a RD2L cast of EST Thursday matchup for week 2 between No Coaches and Eclipse. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. This is I've been looking forward to this game because it's between two fairly good friends of mine, Natrana and Kilowas, who's drafting for No Coaches, but K-Sticks is the actual captain, and with me is Cam. How you doing?
Doing good. Had my pad tie before this match. I'm ready to see two captains in action.
All right.
Both teams known from season 3.
I was talking to Kilowas before this game, and well, maybe a few days ago, and he was saying how he claims that nobody in this league can outdraft him.
10 seconds remaining.
So those are some strong statements. So
As we see, he's already doing his own thing, banning such unpopular heroes as Faceless Void and Doom. Really deviating from the meta. I expect to see a unique pick like Shadow Shaman here. Maybe, some spicy like Death Prophet. We'll see. Someone can't handle the game. I don't know who it is.
What do you mean?
Everyone DC'd. Because no coach has first pick.
What? Oh my goodness! All right.
10 seconds remaining.
The full-on power trip experience right here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna turn off the stream. We're just gonna do it. Do I just disconnect it?
Yeah, just disconnect and reconnect.
Oh my goodness! This.
The full-on, and I'll go up a channel so you're controlling camera.
Oh.
The full-on power trip experience. I apologize to Lodestone Media. I still feel bad about that.
Oh. All right.
Shoutouts to Valve, digging this international 4-pack of music.
Yeah, the music's pretty epic. Yeah.
Alright, looks like teams need a minute. So, how was your day?
It's all right. It's, giving up week 1 of the NFL to cast this game.
Darn, missing a great game between the them Hawks of the Sea and the Packers of the Green Bays.
Yeah.
Game hasn't started yet. I was actually checking myself. I'm not a football fan. I just watch football.
Yeah.
Oh, don't talk about Brian Hoyer. He's not Johnny Manziel.
The stream's still going.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I know it's still going. Let's do an ESPN style cast for this.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. So, the picks are going out, but I really think they should have drafted Johnny Manziel. Do you think Johnny Manziel is a better quarterback than Tim Tebow?
Oof. I'm gonna have to go with.
It's actually a hard question.
Yeah, actually, it's a pretty hard question. They were both really successful in college.
And both will.
And
I got nothing to say.
yeah.
I am a Browns fan, if you're wondering. If you're not, I'm not surprised.
Well,
That's just
I don't
a
think
fact.
the other casters realize what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Other casters not realize what's going
Or
on.
They're already sick of this game.
I'm not sure if they realize that the set isn't actually over after those 2 games. It's not.
Well.
So, I don't know. Here's something to talk about. Should the Reddit Dota 2 League institute intentional drawing to allow you to intentionally draw your match 1-1 and not play it for the later weeks in the season?
Why do you think that's a good idea?
I don't know. A lot of competitive sports have it. Magic the Gathering is the one that jumps to mind as a Magic judge. You're allowed to intentionally draw a round at any time and gain 1 point for the draw.
Well, as long as both teams agree, right?
Well, yeah, you can't. You also aren't allowed to obviously offer anything. It's a little harder to track in a game like Dota 2, obviously, because we have the digital factor. But it's later in the season, it starts getting to the point where you're now 7-1, and the other teams are 6-2, and it's like you got 1 week left.
Yeah.
You've worked your ass off to get to a place where you could beat them, and it's not fair that they get to win just because of a week. It's a little different because of the amount of teams. Usually,
Oh, you mean automatic drawing? You said?
intentional drawing.
Oh.
Like saying, like let's say there's two teams that are 7-2,
Mm-hmm.
and the other teams are like 6-3, and it's the final week, and you're playing the 7-2 team again. You go, hey, do you want to intentionally draw?
Right.
You go, sure. You guys shake hands. You guys both advance to the playoffs because let's say it's a 2-team cutoff.
Yeah.
Now, the difference is that Magic the Gathering and other things use an actual Swiss format, where the Reddit Dota 2 League uses what I like to call Gouda, because it's like Swiss, but if I had the choice, I'd eat Swiss.
All right. Well,
I am officially running out of options. I apologize for the cheesy pun. The game is starting.
Well, I think that it's not like the best decision. I mean, you can't stop it, right? Like intentional drawing.
Well,
It's just like like it's just a formality at that point. Like you go
Yeah.
in, forfeit, you know. Anyway,
that's not how we roll. Game is up. Let's
yeah,
do
well, we
this.
can talk about it for a little bit during the draft, right? Like,
I'm sure there will be excellent. Hold on, no, let's not ruin
Radiant
the
team
amazing
ban.
strategies. I don't want to talk over the amazing bands of Faceless Void and
Dire
Doombringer
team ban.
and Tinker and what's the fourth hero that everyone always bans?
are you kidding me? It's
Lycan.
Death Prophet and Lycan.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah. There's a rotating cast of 5 or 6 heroes that you get to first ban out, and the other team will pick one of the 6 that you didn't ban, and then you get the last 6, and then you get to pick another hero, and then they pick Wraith King, and then you go on to the next stage.
Dire team ban.
So, but anyway, I think. Well, first off, you can't stop it, but you know, like, I think a lot of people play in this league just to play games, right? So. We were kind of put in that situation last year where we pretty much locked up
10
first
seconds
place, and if we
remaining.
wanted to, we could intentionally draw. And
Right.
we didn't
5
because we
seconds
just wanted to
remaining.
play
It was a little
the game.
different then, Bill, because the team we were playing against in the last round wouldn't have wanted to intentionally draw anyway.
Yeah, but we
because
ended up
they
beating them 2-0, and they still
Team
advanced
pick.
somehow.
Well, they obviously wouldn't have wanted to intentionally draw, because if they draw and then lose, it's like, okay. But, I don't know. I think RD2L's a fine league. I think I'm talking in order to stall for the Shadow Shaman pick.
You mean Death
Or
Prophet?
the,
Oh,
no,
no,
Death Prophet got
banned.
banned this time. Bans are actually different.
Alright.
It's a little surprising. There's actually a Lycan available,
10
too.
seconds remaining.
What do you think about letting Lycan through?
Actually, I
5
know
seconds
for a
remaining.
fact that Latrana doesn't mind playing against Lycan as long as he'll
Reserve time.
surprise pick with an axe. I hope nobody on no coaches is listening on this and like whispering it, but
Well, you got a 2-minute delay, right?
yeah, but like 2 minutes is further down the draft.
Well, 2 minutes, Neutron's going to be out of time.
Yeah, so
I mean,
I
it's
don't
not like
I
the whole
don't think
it's not like the
Neutrana
whole
goes
axe
with-
thing's a surprise or anything.
Yeah, I don't think Neutrana will pick Lycan here. If he can pick like Shadow Shaman, I think. Because Lycan is like stronger on Dire anyway, but then giving it to someone, letting them have it on Dire is a bit of a problem. So I think Kilowatt made the right move in banning the Death Prophet because he knows that the Lycan is better on his side anyway.
Yeah.
They go for a Pugna, so that's an interesting pick.
Is this first picked a lot?
No.
Like first pick Pugna's not a thing. I haven't been watching a whole lot of Pro Dota. But I don't think
Neutrana's
first pick.
mixing it up for us. It's something spicy.
You
So
know
let's
what?
see
I'm
it.
happy. I'm happy for the man. I wanted some spice. I got a 4 on my pad thai, and I'm getting a 10 in my draft. Bam.
Nice.
I had nowhere to go with that. So. Anyway, no. I guess I like the Pugna pick. I think Pugna's a very good hero. Especially against like a Faceless Void
5
Skywrath.
seconds remaining.
You can, and also a Lycan. Speaking of the devil,
Dire team pick.
because you can just banish whoever Lycan goes on. Nether Ward forces the team to kind of maybe not think so much about following Lycan into a fight, because obviously Lycan doesn't care too much about Nether Ward, but you know the rest of his team probably does. So it's an interesting pick, and I think it sets them up well.
Axe.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
There's not even a hesitation.
Yeah, and you know that's
Like,
Neutrana's
just a
hero.
straight
He
up
is-
axe pick.
He loves to go ham on X.
My solo casting? Ty?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I had my mic muted so that you didn't hear my typing. Yeah, so you know that's Neutrana's hero on X.
Oh yeah, I know Toronto's
He's
X.
gonna go ham on that. 'Cause he
He
loves
always-
to just like he loves that hero, I think.
He's one of the more ham heroes of the game. Neutrana definitely does not go pork. Goes full ham every game. So
10 seconds remaining.
Axe is strongest. I definitely would say.
Well, it's good because it goes through BK. The call goes through BKB,
Right.
Reserve time.
and it's very good against summons.
And the thing is about Shadow Shaman, just picking Shadow Shaman straight up against Pugna is really good, but if Pugna has his ward down when Shadow Shaman drops ward, Shadow Shaman's kind of out of the fight at that point.
Radiant team banned.
Like, wards are not cheap mana-wise.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's 200 mana, then 350, then 600, and I don't think that scales with Ags, I'm not sure, but, you know, you're talking at least 1.75, doing the quick
10
math,
seconds remaining.
600, and a quarter of that's 150, so you're
5
talking,
seconds
like,
remaining.
a lot of damage. Like 1050 is what it came with. Max
Dire
rank
team
wards
banned.
versus max rank nether ward.
Dire team pick.
I'm not sure. It's gonna be really painful.
Radiant team pick.
And
I
again,
mean,
it's
Shadow
another,
Shaman's normally even at level 16, he's gonna be barely 1k HP.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the Earthshaker's a good pick. He's got to watch his mana being drained by that nether ward, but he's got to he can't really linger around near the fight waiting for a perfect Echo Slam.
Yeah, I
He's gotta
mean,
10
that
seconds remaining. 10
Blink
seconds
Dagger
remaining.
buff really helps heroes like Earthshaker and really
5
nerfs
seconds remaining.
Pugna
5
because
seconds remaining.
now Blink doesn't have a mana cost and doesn't hit you
Yeah,
as you try to
Reserve
blink.
time.
but I don't know. I think Eclipse right now has the slightly. I don't want to say better. I definitely want to say that their draft has the potential to be better. Because if Axe doesn't get his snowball start and Pugna kind of doesn't get a super good start, then Shadow Shaman like and Earthshaker are going to run you over eventually.
Oh wait, hold on, I forgot to turn on
Dire team pick.
open mic.
You know what?
Well, nobody watches this through Dota TV anyway.
It's alright. If you're watching through Dota TV, hello. How are you? If you're watching through Dota TV, you may have thought we weren't casting.
You may have thought that Cameron had some issues, but
Or
in fact
have
it was
you.
me.
10 seconds remaining.
All
I
right.
didn't have open mic on either.
Huh?
I didn't have it on either.
Oh really?
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
no.
5 seconds remaining.
Welcome to the Silencer cast. Curse of the Silent finally over. Motherfucker had his axe finished. That shit lasts forever. But it's finally done. We're here. And we're into reserve time.
Man, he's been going fast on his picks.
I like the Witch Doctor. I'm a big Witch Doctor fan. He definitely disrupts Shadow Shaman pretty hard. Casca's almost always going to stop Shackles eventually.
Yeah. But, so far there's no real setup for the Death Ward though, other than, having infinite range on that cast.
Yeah.
It's like, it's ridiculous. Like, he has more attack range with Death Ward than a sniper does. Like 500 more range than a sniper has attacking.
It's a lot of range.
It is.
It's actually 700 range.
Well, it's
so-
700 and then the ward itself has 700.
Right.
So, yeah. You can attack from 1400 away.
That's a number.
Yeah, it's pretty
10
impressive.
seconds remaining.
So, it's really good if,
5 seconds remaining.
and it's really good with Axe, I guess. It's just that I'm looking for a follow-up to Axe, and someone to...
Dire team banned.
That's 2 initiations. That's really good. I like the Brewmaster, but I think he loses really badly to Razor in mid. Just because like Brewmaster relies pretty heavily on his
10 seconds remaining.
Drunken Brawler to do double damage, but double nothing is pretty
5
awful.
seconds remaining.
Double nothing is in fact 0.
Yeah.
For those of you in basic algebra.
So
Reserve time.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how they lane this. I think it might actually be a safe lane Brewmaster and a mid lane Pugna.
I'm trying to figure out the audio right now because it sounds like I'm bleeding over just a little bit.
Alright.
In game anyway.
So what do you think is gonna be the pick for the last 2 picks?
No coach needs an offlaner. And Tide's definitely in the pool. The only question is if they can get away with Tide, especially against that team. I don't think he actually does it that much, really. I mean, obviously he stops Witch Doctor, but like, you know, Pugna, Brewmaster X don't really care if you get nailed by Ravage.
Oh, they don't really care if they get Anchor Smash either, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
Centaur would be Centaur is a good pick. That's a good ban too, because that takes away a lot. I don't know. There's a lot of offlaners available.
What about Nyx?
It wouldn't. I'm not the biggest fan of it this game. I'll just say that.
I think it's pretty strong with Pugna against Pugna at least.
It's good against Pugna and the Witch Doctor, but they're kind of
like if the Nether Ward's down, you can stop Pugna's life drain from anywhere. You just hit Spike Carapace and it stuns him. It's pretty nice. So they go with the Tide Hunter, which is normally a very strong offlaner, but like we said, we don't think that Eclipse needs to right click at all.
Right.
Yeah. So that's actually. Let's see. What do you think Eclipse is gonna play? I think they need another support.
You know, I don't think they do. I think they're going to pick a mid or offlaner here.
You think Pugna's gonna be played as a support?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that they're gonna pick Enigma.
Enigma would actually be pretty good here.
Reserve time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's
and then do like carry Pugna.
Yeah, or mid Pugna. I think Pugna is the best matchup they have against Razor.
Well, so far. They could also pick up a Viper right here.
Yeah. I think Viper is more 50-50 than Pugna. I think Pugna is actually pretty good against Razor. Or better than most heroes against Razor because he has a high damage, low cooldown nuke.
Yep. Well, we're gonna find out in 5.
He doesn't really target. I go for a Visage. Oh, not surprised there. How happy are you to see Visage?
I'm not playing him.
One of your favorite heroes.
Zentrana's actually on the Brewmaster.
Oh, is he? Okay.
But I like Visage. I wish I was playing Visage.
Yeah.
It's like the dream come true. I feel like it's a pretty solid choice, actually.
Yeah,
the Visage player is going to have to be careful because the birds actually do get lit up by Anchor Smash pretty hard, but once he gets into level 3, it's not going to be a big deal. It's going to definitely give them a lot of teamfight control, which I felt they were kind of lacking. It also stops Shadow Shaman from actually being useful. Depending on how sick your Visage player is, it also disables Earthshaker's Blink and Shadow Shaman's Blink, and can completely control the fight. Or he'll be fucking worthless and die a bunch. So we'll see which one it is.
I've watched Zach play Visage a little bit, and I must say he's pretty good. I think. I don't know where what you would think because I don't have the
presence of mind.
Yeah, I'm just not as good at Visage as you are, so you probably will have a better opinion than I do. So anyway, would you like to introduce the Radiant?
Sure, why not? In the bottom lane, oh Jesus, clicked off the screen. In the bottom lane, on the Brewmaster, we have ECL Natrana. Mid lane will be the Axe played by Anarope. Or maybe not. Actually, I think it'll be Polonium mid on the Pugna. And then top lane is going to be a tri-lane with Anarope on Axe, Soundboy on the Witch Doctor, and Optimistic Zac playing the Visage.
And for the Dire, we have K-Stigs on the Razor playing safe lane Razor. We have Pyro on the Rasta, accompanied by G-Man618 on the Earthshaker. We have a disconnect, but I'll continue to introduce the teams. We have Invaders on the Lycan, and Killuas is on the Tide Hunter, I believe, is the last hero. So, now that we see the lanes, how do you think it'll shake out? I think they were definitely expecting the Lycan top, and that's why they're sending Axe there.
Right.
So
I think this is a good dodge.
Yeah, I think so too. But I mean, the Rasta and Earthshaker are pretty vulnerable to Visage, right?
Once he hits 6, early on, the worst he's going to do is Soul Assumption, which requires good damage follow-up. So honestly, I feel like a lot of this match early is going to be decided by how good of a bounce we get out of the casks. If there's good cask bounces, no
And
coach is going to get lit up, and
don't
it's
forget
going to be
about
done.
nice spins.
Nice spins don't matter if X can't get there.
Yeah.
Basically, what's going to happen, I feel, it's basically going to be down to a good cast to bounce and Earthshaker to not be able to make a play. Because an Earthshaker Fisher can completely stop any aggression, which is why he's picked so high right now.
How about the mid matchup?
Lycan versus Pugna.
Right.
Very common matchup, seen it all the time, famously known.
Oh. Personally, I think Lycan does fairly well because wolves don't take magic damage essentially. The ridiculous resist and Pugna's really squishy. That one armor. So I think the right move, if they notice it, is to switch Axe to mid lane and put Pugna into the farming role in the top lane. But I don't know, just because of the items that were bought out. I don't know if they've already fully committed, because it's kind of odd to do a carry and mid swap. And last we have the Brewmaster versus the Tidehunter. I think Tidehunter wins this in a one-on-one. Cam, you there?
Yeah, I'm talking through, hopefully only in game.
Oh wait, can you? Yeah, I can hear you now. So, are you good?
30 seconds to battle.
No, I can't hear you otherwise. Cam?
Ty?
Okay, I can hear you now. Were you saying anything?
No, not really anything important.
Oh, okay. I was asking you about the Tide versus Brewmaster matchup.
Right. Tide beats melee heroes other than pretty much Juggernaut, honestly. I've been told by some pub star that I should totally be beating Tide as Wraith King. I don't know if that's right. I disagree.
I disagree too.
Okay, good. I thought I was actually just shitty, to be honest.
Alright.
But I think bottom lane's just going to be both players. Yeah, Natrana's got tangos.
Yeah.
He's just looking to not die and get what he can out of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've already.
Oh yeah,
rotated
they
the
did
accident.
swap. They swapped the accident once they saw what was happening.
They saw the tri-lane top with the ward.
Yep.
But it's already
they're
being
immediately
countered,
countering it, because I believe the Dire got the ward there first. So.
Bit of a sad matchup now for mid.
Yep, Axe is probably going to win this pretty badly, but I do wonder what's going to happen in the top lane. So they're blocking the poles with the illusions, and the Radiant opted to put a ward here, which blocks this spawn, if I'm correct.
It does.
Yeah, so that's actually taking away the, some pulling options for the Radiant, but it also does take away that option for the Dire. So, I don't know, as a support player, how do you feel about blocking that spawn?
You generally don't want to block that as Radiant because that pull's much more important for you than it is them.
I
And
would agree with that.
as you are a fan of,
Yeah.
you never block that goddamn pole camp because it's going to get dewarded every time anyway.
Right, yeah. I prefer to plant my ward here because it gives vision of if they're pulling.
Right.
Yeah, that's just how I feel. But maybe they have some plans involving this.
Yeah. We actually see in mid lane that Lycan's not doing too bad for himself so far.
He's not doing too bad, but he's lost a lot of health.
Yeah, but he's got the regen for it.
Yeah.
I do think the matchup in mid's a lot better than it would be in, like, say, offlane. Because there's just less distance between towers. He'll be able to get on a tower and farm a little bit better, hopefully.
Yep. But the thing is, though, Axe is definitely going to get all the rune control because he can clear out the wave so easily. And that's gonna spell some trouble for the Lycan.
Yeah.
Depends if this Axe actually goes bottle.
Yeah, that's kind of the big thing.
Which I think he should. He should call right here. Oh, come on! Oh, that was a big one. Alright, whatever.
The other team has a sick courier. I had to double check.
What's other team?
Neither team.
Oh, neither team? Oh, okay. The Drake and the Lieutenant Squawkins. Oh,
Yeah.
you did. Oh. Huh. Alright,
Oh,
well,
that's-
Zach plants the sentry there and managed to de-ward the other team's sentry.
And
Interestingly enough.
block.
So that's sort of worth it since they already used 2 sentries there. So they would have to buy another pack just to de-ward that.
I guess it's good to ward the camp if you can actually force them to not be able to de-ward it.
Yeah.
XF0 sprinkles first, which I think is... Eh.
Yeah, I don't agree with this in mid because you will be right-clicking a lot. I would probably, if I were to play mid-X, I probably would go Arcane Boots and Bottle, or either that or Treads even, just to get that extra health to, sorry. Ooh. Invaders goes and grabs the Haste Ring.
Mm-hmm. He just went and took it.
Yeah. Axe is still winning though.
I don't know if I would be right-clicking that X, my friend, as Seaback would say. I don't know if I'd do that, my friend. Shout out to Seaback. Yeah.
Nothing really going on here
top
other
lane.
than last hit wars.
Top lane, we gotta fight. And yeah, that'll happen.
And
unfortunately, both the tri-lanes have very defensive supports in Witch Doctor and Earthshaker, so, you know, Radiant Dire initiate, Radiant respond with a cask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's actually going for a Midas. Yeah. Actually, Tyke's doing really well. I mean, considering he has as much CS as Axe mid, where I think Axe has a much bigger. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think one indicator is that Honor Rope has not spent any mana, and if I would definitely be a lot more aggressive. Like if I see the wolves at all, will just use Berserker Call. If I'm in range. Yeah, exactly. So why not just lay on the there? Come on. Oh man. Yeah, I think he needs. I think he's just trying to go for kills too often and not being as nearly as aggressive as he could be. Watch top lane. Yep. First blood goes to the Dire. Very good fissure coming from G-Man. Yeah, followed by a Shackle. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, it's. Yeah, but also I think he could. Yeah, I think the main issue is that that Lycan has too much health right now. I think he needs. I think Axe needs to play more aggressively to just to make him think twice. Yeah. That's another haste rune. Oh wow! How did? Oh wow! And they're trying to hit 6 and just immediately kill us there. Kill us going for the mech, and yeah, apparently primal split, good skill. Actually, Natrana ended up using all that money for a straight arcane boots. I think both pieces at once. You would prefer to Midas? Come on, use the call! Thank you! There we go. Yeah, so like, look at that. Every single time he does that, he could bring invaders down to half-life and clean up the wolves for some extra CS. Oh, top lane, yep. I just caught the end of that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, very fragile. Hey, I didn't miss it. I caught, like, the very, very end of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's way bigger that that the Brewmaster is so close to his blink already. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, it did definitely. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, that's a really nice fissure block there, but Neutrona TP's in and he's gonna clean up too. Yeah. That's it's so worth it just to clean up the Razor. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. I think a lot of it probably had to do with the Voodoo Restoration, keeping Polonium alive there. Yeah. Yeah. 12 health per second. Pretty good. Uh, all right, so they're finally gonna get some like decent damage onto this tower, I think. Now that Brewmaster's here, and he TP, so that means that Killus is gonna do something very similar. He's gonna cut the lane, and just this bottom tower is gonna go down unless somebody from top or mid swaps over. This is actually pretty big. Okay. All right. Yeah.